welcome to another podcast episode. Today we're going to talk about
Izaykayas.
Izaykayas. If you don't know what izakaya is, it is basically a Japanese barbecue place.
It's delicious.
Yeah, and they have like those little skewers, kind of like a Mediterranean style, but smaller and more dainty.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Yeah, more like, it's kind of like kebabs, but like smaller and daintier, just different flavors as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I didn't go to the izakaya until 2018. Did you go the first time around when you went by yourself?
Nope, I didn't even know they were a thing until I went with you, yeah.
Yeah, because I already knew about izakayas, because we have a couple izakayas out here in LA as well. And it's just not the same. It doesn't taste as good as the ones in Japan, obviously.
Nor do we ever expect it to.
Yeah, I know, but at least it's close as it could be out here.
True.
But yeah, the ones in Japan are freaking amazing. They have like all these beef skewers and chicken skewers and all these like the seaweed plate that I like as well. And then what else do they have? Like tendons that I like as well. I like all that weird tendon stuff. I like to crunch on like weird textures when I'm eating and stuff like that. So that's one of my favorite parts about izakayas.
First time I've heard that.
So the particular chain that we like to go to is called
Torikizoku.
Yes. It's all over Japan. It's a giant chain restaurant, basically. Kind of like a BJ's, where it's everywhere.
But the best thing about this is every item that you order is only $3.
Yeah, it's super cheap, super affordable. It's kind of like a bar/pub kind of feel. But the bad part about it, everyone smokes in there, so you have to be a little bit tolerant.
All the restaurants that sell alcohol, like bars, you could smoke in Japan.
Yeah. Although I read an article stating that most of them now in Tokyo are banning that inside smoking kind of thing. I don't know if it's true since we haven't been back since then.
I mean, it's not the 1920s, so it sounds about a good time to do it.
To stop doing that, please.
2020s.
Yeah. I remember the very last time I went to the izakaya there. We were in the Kyoto area, out in the suburbs, not in the downtown area, but it's more like the suburby part of Kyoto. That place was very smoky, very, very smoky, and everyone's like smoking left and right, and it was hard to deal with the cigarette smell while you're eating and trying to enjoy your meal and trying to, just hang out with your husband or friend and stuff like that.
I do like hanging out with my husband.
So we're pretty glad that they're starting to ban it, at least in Tokyo. I don't know about other prefectures that they started doing that as well, but fingers crossed, hopefully someday they will. Eventually all will.
One of the best things that we found at this izakaya, this specific chain one, and we don't know if it was a seasonal drink or not, but is a kalpis soda with soju in it.
Yeah.
And it is amazing.
Yeah.
It's probably the best drink, alcoholic-wise, I've ever had in my life.
Okay. Yeah, it's not in your face alcoholic. You don't really taste the, I don't even know what's in it. The
kalpis.
Soju? Yeah, you don't really taste the soju. It's not in your face because the kalpis kind of covers up the actual alcohol.
And for the people that are like, wait, kalpis? No, it's the name of the soda. It's like a milky lemon lime kind of soda. Yeah. And it's amazing. They sell in all the vending machines around Japan. But what they do is they sell the non-carbonated ones in the vending machines in Japan. But the one that we had at this izakaya was a carbonated version. Yeah. And it made all the difference.
Yeah. And I remember he drank maybe like 2 or 3 of them, and it's just really easy to drink more than one, that's for sure.
And the glasses look big, but they add a lot of ice in it.
Yeah. So. Oh my God, I know. I need to figure out how to say less ice in Japanese.
Or no ice.
Yeah, or no ice. or just less ice.
They come back and the cup's like a quarter of the way filled. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I hate it when people dilute my drinks with ice. Like, it's an overkill. I want the alcohol. I pay for the alcohol. That's what I'm expecting.
With alcoholic drinks, yeah. But normal drink, I don't really care if
I care for sure. I feel gypped when people try to dilute my drinks with like ice.
I want every penny that I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like drinking boba. When people, when they make the boba, if you don't tell them specifically to put less ice, they put like crap loads of ice in it. Then you feel like, oh my God, I didn't get my money's worth because it's all ice now. Yeah. If you know how to say less ice in Japanese,
You're probably Japanese.
Please leave a comment and let me know how to say it.
Yes.
I can also Google it, but I just want to make sure that it's actually correct, and I don't want to look kind of silly when I say something incorrectly at those restaurants.
Like Oshi.
Damn it.
Yes.
I was hoping he'll forget that.
This one story time. We ate our favorite ramen place. At the end of the day, I said, oh, oishi, which is supposed to mean delicious.
Yeah.
And you said...
Oshi.
And
Accidentally.
And then the person that was sitting next to us at the bar...
Confused.
They left and met us out on the street because we were crossing at the same crosswalk. And they asked you how you liked what you just ate. And you said...
Yeah, Oshi.
Which we looked up means cow.
Right, yeah.
And we didn't have cow in our ramen.
So they're ultimately confused because, you know, obviously I'm Asian, so I look like one of them in many ways. So they were like, huh?
And I'm Caucasian, so I definitely 100% look like one of them as well.
It's super funny. But yeah, that was our story. Yeah. Back to the izakaya.
Yes.
So what is your favorite plate at that izakaya that we'd like to go to?
My favorite one is the salted chicken.
Yeah, that one's my favorite too, actually.
It's so good.
I think every time that we go, we order at least like three.
Or
three
six,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, just a lot. It just kept coming and coming. We're like, more.
We eat one, ask for another with some other stuff. We eat all that. We ask for another with some more stuff. Yeah. Keep it going all night long. Yeah. That one, I don't know why, but that chicken is so tender, juicy, and the salt just really makes it pop on there.
It's definitely a great flavor to add to your chicken for that kind of type of food.
When you're doing like a charcoal over the like flame kind of grill.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they do in the izakayas too. It's essentially like a barbecue, but a different kind of barbecue, really.
True, yeah. With their own special sauces and stuff.
Yeah, special different sauces, like plenty of sauces that you can add to the different plates that you order as well. We ordered quite a lot of stuff. We ordered the
cartilage, we did the chicken skin. The meatballs are interesting because they had cheese inside that had melted. Yeah. You had a little bit of it.
I had a little bit, just for the hell of it, yeah.
And then we also had chicken gizzard, chicken thigh, and chicken breast.
Yes.
There was also some beef, beef skewers and stuff that we did, some pork ones. The salted chicken just tastes like pork.
The best, and it's also the best one out of the whole entire menu. Yeah. I believe every single time they have different seasonal drinks. That's why the kalpis that we saw, we didn't see the first trip, but we saw the second trip instead.
Yeah, so 2 years in a row we've gone to this izakaya because we love it so much.
And it's affordable.
We did it on our first trip, and the first trip we did not see that specific drink.
But yeah, lots of amazing food. I don't think we ordered any desserts because we were already full from all the meat stuff and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, we've never had dessert.
Never had dessert at that place. Just a lot of drinking.
It's Japan. I mean, they have dessert everywhere.
Oh my God, talking about desserts. They always say that Americans have more desserts. Hell nah. When you go to Japan, every single block there's a dessert place, at least in downtown area, right, where they're all touristy are at. Everywhere you look at. Sweet this, sweet that, sweet this.
Harajuku had like nonstop.
Everywhere, it's crazy.
Sugar.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more like diabetic people out in Japan. It's just way more than what we have out here in California, that's for sure. At least in California.
They had cotton candy machines.
I know.
They have crepes everywhere. Ice cream shops.
Yep.
It just mochi places. Like it just was nonstop in your face.
Yeah.
Pancake shops.
Yeah.
French toast, but toast is like cake. It's not normal toast.
Yeah, exactly.
Bakeries,
and there's just so many more sweet stuff that we haven't even tried yet because it's just too much sweet. We're more into the whole like savory kind of eats. Sweets every so often, but not too much. It just depends. But yeah, that izakaya was definitely one of our favorite. We definitely recommend it because it's affordable and cheap. Very, very cheap. We also went to another izakaya that's more fancy and more gourmet, but there was a lot of stuff that we didn't like in it. Or maybe we ordered the wrong thing, that fancier one in Kyoto that I went to. I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember that one at all.
That's where we had the natto.
Oh, that was an izakaya, yeah.
It was an izakaya. I think we ordered the wrong things because we just wasn't sure what we were ordering. We didn't translate much of anything. We just picked out some stuff and just try that. I'm like, okay.
The bartender spoke English, which was very rare.
And helpful.
And yeah, so we were able to talk to him and we just said, hey, give us whatever you recommend. And that natto was the first thing that he recommended.
I didn't mind it personally. For me, it was fine.
It was awful.
But he didn't like it.
It was
yeah.
awful.
I liked weird textures like that. I don't know why. I just always had.
And then there was like
a liver or something, or some sort of like animal parts or something. It just didn't taste good.
But like parts that you would not normally eat. It was like, oh, here's the fat from a liver or something. You're like, what?
I can't quite recall what it was because we didn't like that item specifically. But yeah, there are special gourmet kind of izakayas that you can also go to. That one was a particular mom and pop shop store. That it wasn't a chain at all. So that's specifically located in one spot.
But it was like a fancy, like...
It was very fancy.
You're going to like take your date out on like your special anniversary kind of pricey restaurant.
It was pricey, for sure. Yeah, so that is one of our all-time favorite izakayas, even though it's a chain, we understand. Usually you don't like a chain restaurant out here in the U.S., but that particular one was good to us.
It was awesome, yeah.
And the best part is cheap. And a lot of people goes there. Everyone knows it.
And if you do have a recommendation for an izakaya in Japan or in California, LA area, let us know because we're always keeping an eye out for them.
Yeah, we're always hunting for an izakaya.
Yeah, the one that we went to was off of Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, that was terrible. Anything in Silver Lake is bad.
Yeah, it was Silver Lake. So don't recommend us that one.
It's gross. That was one of the worst izakayas I had.
Yeah, and very pricey.
Yeah, way too pricey. Like I don't know. I don't know what they were doing there. Nothing was good. It was not tender. The flavor was off. Just everything was bad. And then it was like really, really small portion size for like, I don't know, $10 or $15 for something like teeny tiny.
Yeah. You think there's
not
going to be like 3 or 4 skewers. There's one.
Yeah, just
You're
one.
like,
ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I could get my money back from that place because that place was not good at all.
True.
But yeah, if you're in the Torrance area, I would assume there would be a lot more izakayas. We did go to one izakaya in Torrance. It wasn't memorable, unfortunately, because he forgot about it. We did go. I know for a fact because I remember sitting next to a family that was pretty loud talking. That's why I remember.
Every restaurant in the world ever.
Yeah. But that wasn't a memorable one. So if you are in the Torrance area or know something in Torrance, California, a good izakaya that is your favorite, let us know down in the comments. We'd like to go check it out sometime soon. So yeah, and then there was another izakaya that we actually did like. It was at where I used to live for a little bit in Las Vegas called Hachi. That place was actually pretty good for being in Vegas. Yeah, way off the strip. It's like Southwest area. Decent prices, decent portion sizes, quality was there. The drinks, I don't remember if we had any drinks there. I don't think we did actually that night because we went after karaoke a couple of times.
Oh yeah, there's a karaoke spot right next to it, which makes it
there's
awesome
a karaoke spot right next to it too. Be sure to look that up and sing your heart out. Oh, I'm sorry. So
let us know if you work at an izakaya that you like or if you can recommend some.
Yep.
But yeah, that kind of ends the video.
Yep. Our favorite izakaya in the world in Japan is so far still Tori Izuku izakaya all over Japan. You can easily find them anywhere. They're usually on the second floor and up. They're never on the ground floor, actually.
Yeah, look up. You'll see it. I think there's a logo of
a chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
I believe it's a chicken logo, like a chicken stick figure of sorts.
And I think it's got like a yellow circle around it or something.
Yeah, it's a yellow sign for sure. If you're watching this video, thank you so much. To listen to this, it's all on your streaming platforms, iTunes, etc., Anchor, and whatever streaming platform you use. Make sure to hit that bell notification to know when the next video is up, which will be weekly these days. And hit that thumbs up on the video. That way we know you liked it. And of course, make sure to subscribe because that is a great indication of us knowing that you like our stuff.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you on the next one.
See you the next one.